Hello, welcome back to the series one more time. Just a moment ago, look at the if else statement. As you can pretty much see, it's still right on our screen. Yes, we look at some terminologies behind it, and I said we'll be looking at else if statement. I want to do something interesting this time around. Um, we looked at the scanner class, and when we looked at the scanner class, we saw how to read data from the user, how to read a string, and other different data types from the user. And in the future, we'll also be looking at how to read files um, using the scanner class. But for now, we only read data, primitive data types and pretty much strings. So we'll be looking at else if and how the else if flow of control works. So my IntelliJ is right opened already, and I want to do something. Since you've seen the block and also seen the if statement and the else part, I believe you are pretty much acquainted with this already. So I want to remove the whole of this, but I'll advise you not to do so just because I need space. You can go ahead and create a new class for this particular tutorial. It's going to be an interesting one. So at first, I said we'll be making use of the scanner class, which is very true. I have the import right here already, but it's showing just that. All you have to do, you don't really have to import it yourself. Just specify by saying scanner stdin, just for standard input equals to new scanner. Oh my bad. Then we'll do a system dot in semicolon. So we've started making use of the scanner already. We've declared the scanner variable. Now this program is going to ask us to enter a digit, and it checks if that digit is either a prime value or if it can be if it's a multiple of another number. As we all know, prime numbers are numbers that can only be divisible by one or themselves. For instance, we have 2, 3, 5, and 7 for the first 10 digits, while the rest can be divisible by either 2, 3, 4, or 5. So our program is going to ask the user to input a value. Let me start with that. So we say hello, please enter your name. The first value should be the user's name, and we store that in a string variable. Dot next line. Yes. Now we're going to ask the user one more time to now enter the value, but this time we'll make use of the user's name and we'll say hello. We say okay. So we're going to tell the user to enter any value that he wants, but we want to specify the range between 1 and 20. So the user is going to enter a value between 1 and 20, and the program is going to check if that value is a prime number, or if that value is a multiple of 2, if that value is a multiple of 3, or if that value is a multiple of 5. So this is how we are going to run our program so that you see how the else if statement also works. Now, the very first thing we want to check is the value that is being entered by the user. So we are going to say int user number equals to stdin dot next int, and then we want to check if user number is less than 1 or if it is greater than 20. So any number that is less than 1 or greater than 20 is automatically going to end the program. So what we'll have to do is print out a statement that says the specified, or just a simple statement that says out of range. Is out of range. So it means that the number that the user imputed was out of range. However, we can do something. We can then use our else if statement to say s. So we have add else if here. Enter. Else if user number is divisible by 2, we'll make use of the modulus operator. If the user number is user number mode 2, if it's equal to 0, it means that the operation, it means that this is true. So it's going to evaluate what is associated with this block. So I'm coming, I think. Okay. If user number mode 2 is equal to 0, equal to 0, then print out equal to 0 and not equal to 2. Print out number is a multiple of 2. Let me write this in double quotes. Then we can go as much as adding another else if statement. If user number this time around mod 3 equals 0, and user number is not equal to 3, then print out this statement again, but this time I have to change 2 to 3. Oh, use user instead of user number. Let me make the correction. So user number instead. I want to add another else if user number mode 5 equal to 0, and user number is not equal to 5. Then print out this statement, or let's make it 5. Okay. Now we do our S part. We still have option for the S part, you can see this number number. So period. Now let me start by explaining what this code is really doing at this point in time. Okay, and there's something I can also do to remove this warning. Just thought about it. Okay, let's take a look. It says if it says the user should enter a value between 1 and 20. Now our first condition is to check if this number is in that specified range. So if it is less than 1, that means 0 and any other negative number, or if it's above 20, which is 21 and above, then this program should simply print out imputed number is out of range and the program will end. Else, if that number is divisible by 2, that's user number mode 2 equals to 0, that is what it means. It means it's divisible by 2, and that user number is not also equal to 2 because 2 is also a prime number. Then execute what's associated with this else if part. Else, if the user number is also divisible by 3, that's this whole part here, and the user number is not equal to 3, then execute what's in this block, which says the number is a multiple of 3. And the other else if part is if user number mode 5 is equal to 0, that's to see the number is divisible by 5, and the user number is not also equal to 5, then execute what's in this block. S, that number is a prime number. So we are going to increase our threshold at the beginning, which was from 1 to 20. I'm going to change it to 25, and at this point I'm going to put 25 here and see if this error, yes, the error is gone. The reason for that is because this statement will never get executed. This else if statement will never get checked, because immediately we get to 20 can be divisible by 2. So for that, this is going to get executed instead of this one. But in the case of 25, we have a scenario where by only 5 can go into 25, and that is exactly 5 times. So that is why we had this one initially, and that is the reason why I increased the range of numbers. I hope you understand what I just did there. So right now I'm going to run the program by Shift and F10. Should do the trick. Yes, so we have hello, please enter your name, and I'll do just that. What I have to do is just say Isaiah. You say okay, Isaiah, enter any value you want between 1 and 25. Now I'm going to do something very tricky, and you'll see how the program is going to work out. So I'm going to impute a value of 26 for a start. You see, imputed number is out of range, and the process exited with code. That means the program run successfully, and yes, only this if part got executed. Now I'm going to run the program one more time again, or perhaps 2 or 3 times. Let's just see what we did here. So I'll do that again, and I'm going to impute 7. You can see the number entered by the user is a prime number. As simple as that. So the number that is entered by the user, which is 7, which I just entered, is a prime number, and I think the number you entered should be the best in this scenario. So the number you entered is a prime number, and I'll run again. So my name, and let me put a value of 6. You can see the number is a multiple of what 2 was printed out. So this else if part at this very point got executed because 6 was divisible by 2, so it didn't bother to check if 6 was also divisible by 3, which is also true, but only one of the statement that is associated with the whole of the if statement will get executed. So one of only the block get executed. If this one fails, it checks this one, and if it fails also, it checks this one. But immediately this one gets passed, it skips the rest and continue with the normal flow of the program. So it's just a condition statement that checks for one single condition. So I believe this little kind of exercise, this little practice will make you understand how the else if statement works. So this is pretty much one complex program we have done so far. Not that complex for a start. It is a little bit more complex. You can go ahead, play around with the program, even increase the range of numbers you can input to check as many much number you can check. Not just between the range of 1 and 25. You can do any number you feel like. Yes, that is it. So we've come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do so. Give this video a thumbs up, ping that bell icon, and also stick around. So I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.